Putri Ariani has had pipes since day one. When the America's Got Talent Season 18 finalist won the second season of Indonesia's Got Talent in 2014, she was only 8 years old, and even back then she had a super impressive vocal range. Fast forward to September 2022, and Ariani contrasted her vocals to then and now by singing a powerful Adele song. In the 2014 video, 8-year-old Ariani belted her heart out to Adele's Don't You Remember, wowing the crowd. Then we get listen to Ariani doing a new rendition of the song, nearly a decade later, where she sang in her home recording studio. The fourth track off of the vocal powerhouse's critically acclaimed 2011 album 21. The song was written by Adele and produced by Rick Rubin. Lyrically, the tune tells the story of someone who is asking their ex-lover to forgive their past mistakes. Adele told Vogue in 2022 that recording Don't You Remember was the most challenging song for her to sing while creating 21. Don't You Remember was sort of my attempt at a country song. It starts super duper tender and soft, which I'm not brilliant at. By the end I'm wailing, which is way more my comfort zone, she explained to the outlet. When will I see you again? You left with no goodbye, not a single word was said. No final kiss to seal any sins. I had no idea of the state we were in. I know I have a fickle heart and a bitterness, and a wandering eye, and a heaviness in my head. But don't you remember? Don't you remember? The reason you loved me before, baby, please remember me once more. When was the last time you thought of me? Or have you completely erased me from your memory? I often think about where I went wrong. The more I do, the less I know. But I know I have a fickle heart and a bitterness, and a wandering eye and heaviness in my head. But don't you remember? Don't you remember? The reason you loved me before, baby, please remember me once more, gave you the space so you could breathe. I kept my distance so you would be free, and hope that you find the missing piece to bring you back to me. Why don't you remember? Don't you remember? The reason you loved me before, baby, please remember me once more. When will I see you again?